Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to talk about a very important and a crucial topic for 2025. The reason is many people want to learn generative AI. Many people want to learn agentic AI. Many people want to learn Python. So there are so many technology which many of us want to understand. But today I am going to share one of the roadmap which I actually prepared so that you all can learn generative AI end to end. And let me tell you, if you follow all the steps which I am going to share today in this video, then mark my word, by the end of this whole process, you will be able to achieve a great level of competency in your agentic AI. So without wasting your time, let me take you forward and let me tell you each and every step how to learn agentic AI. So guys, there are a couple of pointers which I have actually made here. So let me tell you step by step. So basically, the topic is going to be learning agentic AI. Now, if you see, so I am going to tell you all the steps involved. So the number one step will be learn Python. Now obviously the question will come up that Python is a very extensive language and how much Python we should learn. Okay, so now just understand, I'll tell you how much you need to know. But the number one point which I want to share, that Python is the backbone basically of AI development. I'll tell you, because this is the easiest language to learn. It's very easy and it's a open source language. The reason of easiness and open source make it very much easily accessible to everybody, because there are so many people who are contributing to the Python community. That's why it's widely used in 2025 and in future endeavors. Okay, now you need to, what you need to master basically when we talk about Python, so you need to understand the Python basics. Now in Python basics, what are the things like the basic data types, okay? How to manipulate the data, how to take the inputs, what is lambda function, what is filter, what is map. If you know this much also, and also like list operations, tuple operations, and how to use dictionary, all those things you should know. That is known as Python basics. Now, the second thing you should know is OOPS concept. What is OOPS? Object oriented programming. What are the concepts? What is encapsulation? What is polymorphism? All those things you should know. Okay, and then a basics of project development. Now this is again very subjective, but this is my responsibility that I share each and every point with you guys. Now you need to focus on number one, Python basics. I told you about what are the Python basics. Then OOPS. So I'll write a brief like all the data types you should know. Then you should know functions, how to create user defined functions. You should know NumPy and pandas basics, also all the control statements and if else conditions, all those things you should be able to crack. And then what are the operations in data types, those things you should know. Then from the OOPS side, all the concepts like polymorphism, as I said, and encapsulation. There are so many other concepts also. Now you will ask where we should learn it. So number one thing is, guys, all these things, both of these things are there on my YouTube channel. If you explore my channel, so there is a Python playlist where I have covered everything about Python. I have given examples and you will be able to watch every video in a sequential manner, and after every certain topic I am actually giving examples, so you will be very easily able to understand the concept. Now for OOPS, there is another playlist on my channel. So for understanding all this, there are very good playlists on my channel if you explore it. So there is one short OOPS video on my channel. in a single video you will be able to understand everything about OOPS, how OOPS is working, what are the concepts of OOP, and how actually Python is a OOPS based language. So this is your step number 1, which is under Python. Okay, let's move to, let me highlight steps so you understand which step we are on right now. So number 2, your step is understand AI basics. What are the AI basics? Okay, if you have a strong fundamental already, okay, like in machine learning or maybe deep learning already and NLP. So these three things, if you have a good concept in these three, then it's good. Like what is machine learning, what is deep learning, then what is NLP. So ultimately, see, AI is the biggest set. Then machine learning is a subset of that. Then deep learning is a subset of machine learning. Then NLP is part of that. So how that whole process flow works, if you know the basics of that, that is really helpful. If you don't know that, again, there are so many videos on my channel for machine learning, deep learning and neural networks. You will be able to understand that. Also, there are so many videos on generative AI, so you can go through them to understand more. Now, see, in this, another pointer is, if you prefer fast tracking, let's say, as a person, okay, everybody have their own style of learning. If you are a fast pacer, let me tell you. So if you are a fast pacer, so then jump to ML and generative AI. You don't need to learn deep learning and all these concepts. If you can understand the concepts of machine learning and then generative AI, that should be more than enough for you to start your agentic AI journey. So this is step number 2. And to help you on step number 2, you can explore the machine learning playlist on my channel. So that will be actually helpful, although you are open to explore the other areas also. Now, step number 3, you need to learn transformations. This is your step number 3. Now, when I say that learning transformation, now when I say obviously the transformation, I mean to say that if you learn, let's say, generative AI and how chat GPT works, then what is LLM? For this also, there is a playlist on my channel, again I would say, so you can go through to understand the basics of that. There is a playlist which is specially for generative AI, LLM, chat GPT, how that works. So you can go through that. Again, you need to deep dive on the concepts level. There is no programming involved here. The programming was only as of now was on the step number 1, which is learning Python. Okay, now the 4th step will be start building AI. When I say start building AI, what does that mean? Work and understand foundational models. Understand models and RAG. Like what is RAG? What is fine tuning? Then model integration concept. Model integration concept. Then lang chain. So all these understandings you need to build. Okay, build, deploy, ready project to showcase in your next job. So you should be able to build, deploy, showcase. So this is your step number 4. Okay, now let's move on to step number 5. So step number 5 is master Agentic AI framework. Now, what is Agentic AI framework? Let me name the frameworks. Lang chain, Lang graph, PHI data, Groovy, and Microsoft Auto Gen. So just understand all these concepts, okay? There are free tutorial on websites, so many websites, free tutorials online. So you can go through, I have given you the exact name what you need to learn, okay? Other than this, you don't need to go anywhere else. Just make a note out of it. And okay, on that note, I will say that all these basically this worksheet which I'm preparing, I will put it on my GitHub account and you will be able to download this from the description. I'll put the first link like that you can go through in the description, and you can download this particular sheet from there for your own purpose. So it will be easily accessible to you. So you don't need to make any notes out of this video. Okay. Now the sixth and final step is cloud deployment. Now, what is the meaning of cloud deployment? Learn to deploy applications on Amazon Web Services, or it's either Google Cloud, or it can be the third one, Microsoft Azure, which is again the cloud competitor for AWS, but AWS is the king. So I would suggest that you should learn how to deploy all these things on the AWS cluster, okay? And other than deployment, let me write it here. Deployment is number one, which you should know. Then second thing you should be able to understand or know on the cloud environment, it should be integration. You should be able to do the integration of all these cloud environments with the Agentic AI models. Okay. Now on that note, I will conclude this video, and these are the steps which basically you need to follow to become an Agentic AI expert. Okay. And other than this, you don't need anything. Now again, I will reiterate, for the step number one, I have a full playlist on my channel which is super niche. I have made it and with full effort, so you will be able to understand all of that. And then for second also, I do have a playlist on my channel. For third one, step 3 also, I do have a playlist. For step number 4, 5, again you need to Google it, and I would also suggest that there are so many free material available on the YouTube itself, so you can go through them, and then you can choose which one is the right one for you. For the cloud deployment, I have the playlist of PySpark, where I am actually deploying the cluster into AWS, which is Amazon Web Services. So you can go through that for understanding level, but you need to go through and create a free account for yourself on AWS. That is free and you can use that. So guys, this is the framework, and I would say this is the learning path for you, which you can use to learn the Agentic AI. And other than this path, you don't need any other guidance. Now this video is for everybody who want to become an expert, or who want to achieve the intermediate level for Agentic AI. Whether you are a fresher, you are a working professional, you don't need to be worried on this. If you follow this approach, which I just explained it to you, you will be able to crack the things like this. On that note, I will take a leave from all of you, and if you like this video, please hit the like button, and please share this video with your friends, your colleagues, your students, your teachers, and please support me by subscribing to my channel. Put your comment in the comment section if you like this video. If you did not like, please put comment again so that I can improve on some areas, maybe, because everybody have a say. So on that note, I will take a leave from all of you. All the best guys, and I will see you in the next video for all of you.